man was brave as you.
Help! Save me! I'm dying! How'd you discover it was a city corner?
Ah. Oh!
You weak blood!
Have we found the captain and our objective?
Violent appearance.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
It matters not what you're called, it matters not where you're from. What matters is if you're prepared to fight Captain Mortimer!
Who organizes these fights?
Tournaments like this have been held in Skellige, Velen, and Novigrad for ages. Each region has its own champion.
Novigrad's is the tailor. Defeat Mortimer, and you'll gain the right to challenge him.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Fight!
Troops! Here now! Redivia! Long live the king! Troops, here now!
Not too late to surrender.
Geralt of Rivia dethrones Captain Mortimer! Behold your prize champion! You have earned the honor to challenge Novigrad's champion, Durden the Tailor. You will find him in Far Corners, and fight there as well after sundown.
One word and they'll clap you in the stocks.
Oh!
Ah! Save me! Oh, I'm dying! How'd you discover it was a city corner?
Chain it.
Ah!
This wayfarer wants We've been expecting you. We're already taking bets.
You've been weighed, you've been measured, and you've been found scrawny. In what world could you possibly defeat me?
The newcomer may seem all skin and bones, but remember, he defeated the Sergeant to the Bloody Baron of Velen.
This elf's a dick. That been the case with all champions of Novigrad?
No, I am the first. Do you know why they call me the Tailor? It began after I gutted some men with these very hands.
I knew that was gonna be a shitty story. Came here to fight the Tailor, so let's do this.
Novigraders, one and all, a momentous occurrence. Before us, in just minutes, Geralt of Rivia will face the Tailor.
Come here, bitch. Uncle Durden wants to sew you a new face.
Champion no more. Henceforth, the title belongs to the Drifter. If you've not had your fill of slapabouts just yet, you'll find other eager challengers in Velen and Skellige. Things burn flesh. Can they not burn those fires beyond the city walls?
Come on.
Long live Radovid! Hail the Mage Hunter! What do you seek pain, you man?
Slow now.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night at that whore.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
Gotta tell me, how do you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
How'd you and Priscilla meet?
Huh. It was at the court of Duke Harold, the annual balladry contest. We faced off in the fight.
Who won?
Well, I don't remember.
I bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And? Did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
Got a portrait of Hierarch Himmelford I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. Give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
See you, Dandelion. Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
How do you know? Or are you bluffing?
Eredin made sure very few individuals knew of his betrayal. Most are now dead.
Didn't answer my question.
How matters not. What matters is, I know. And I've an idea how to use this knowledge.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Alderfolk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Let's go. this house. Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
The passage is here, past this wall. This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gel's. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Zirel is the lady of time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals. Where are we?
Welcome to the Didowet Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface. We must be careful they don't sense us.
And before? Were there any people? Or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea?
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say that...
That there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans. But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop. Ah, the portal.
Looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
Let's try!
I like that silver. They just keep coming.
We can't defeat them all. The portal opens, you must jump in after me. 3, 2, 1.
What a relief. Have a look. There it is. Vapors don't look terribly inviting. Gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be. Should avoid those clouds, or bolt through them.
Ow!
Cold. Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. Cold. To death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage. light in a place like this. Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage. Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing. Light with it. Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
Took you a while? Did you run into trouble?
No. Just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eridan's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eridan start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
Where are we? World of the Enel?
No. This is Ted Dara, the time of the end. The world destroyed by the White Frost. Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
so calm when you say that.
Eredin succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now. I'll not commit the same error.
Care to clarify?
Not here. Not now.
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek, but I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an excellent administrator and an even better plotter. He's the most dangerous individual amongst the NL.
You got any weaknesses?
Yes. He's righteous.
I was hoping we wouldn't get separated.
I warned you it could happen.
Where'd your journey take you?
Through a world whose son had just died. I barely reached the next passage in time.
Light on the peak. Was that you?
I thought it might aid your passage. After all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the way.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Next passage. When will it open?
Shortly. At last.
This Tirnalia?
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated than yours. No reason to tarry. Come.
Oh, who's this? And why are they here?
I believe we're done for the day, my tulip. Be a dear and leave us alone. For I think we can agree this matter is between us and us alone, correct? Krivan of Spain, Kurman Maka, and the Witcher of Rivia. Ketmil. Do you like my new model? Something of Lara Doran about her, wouldn't you agree, Krivan?
Her height, perhaps. Nothing more.
I see I've touched a tender spot. So let's change the subject, shall we? Care for a drink?
Got any vodka? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you don't touch that filth, disgraceful as it is.
I must admit, you appearing here. Quite the surprise, Witcher. Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avalach is honest with you? Just curious.
I think that even among the NL elves, there are those capable of being decent.
Naivety is a fool's blessing. I detect a shadow of impatience in your faces, it seems. So what brings you here?
I've come to tell you who killed our king.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me. So I must believe you've put equal effort into preparing this lie.
You shall see the truth. You will dream it.
You've been a neuromancer. My intuition was correct. This will be interesting.
Better believe it. This way, please.
Witcher Geralt, a true man of action. Might I know where we're going?
To the world of the Enshe. Directly this time.
Let's go, before any guards show up.
I take it I needn't introduce our guest.
Greetings, Cyril. So it's true. The swallow has befriended the fox.
There's naught you can do to make us turn on one another.
Havalach blackmailed you. Do you not remember? Tried to force you to warm our king's bed. Treated your body like a side of pork.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen.
I didn't come here to argue. The proof you promised, where is it?
You will see it. In your dream.
Ah, yes. The Oneiromancer. Visions that cannot be fabricated. Do you wish to show me how Eredin murdered our king? What then? Am I to incite the NL against Eredin? Call for revolution? And proclaim Havalach our new king?
You'll do what you want. If you decide to continue serving the regicide, so be it. Wouldn't even be surprised.
Very well. Have your oracle summon dreams of my king's last moments.
We shall all dream them, to make certain there are no misunderstandings.
Why not?
The king is dead. Long live the king.
You must face him on your terms. In this world. In a place of your choosing. It's your only chance. Sail to Skellige and find the Sunstone. With it, you will summon the Naga Fair. Eredin will come too. Should he call for reinforcements, no NL will answer.
You have done the thing most just. A new portal to Tir Nalia will open. I shall stabilize it and you will return. Come with me.
Just as well. Could have been bluffing. Might have just said that so we'd let him go. Damn it, we should have pressed him.
Calm down. Avalok knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns.
Speak of the devil.
Geralt's worried. He believes we let Gels go too easily.
Can never be too careful.
Agreed. Yet I do believe Gels will keep his word, withhold support from Eredin.
Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us?
Once we find the Sunstone, aided by your sorceresses and their magic, we shall draw Eredin's ship to a bay along the coast of Undvik. We will wait in ambush, lay a trap. When the King of the Hunt arrives, we will spring it and kill him.
Just like that?
Defeating Eredin will be no small feat, but we will accomplish it. Find the sorceresses of the lodge, and we'll meet at the port. Then we sail to Skellige.
Couldn't help it. Grew curious about this little matter you have to resolve.
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Lead the way.
We'll start with the bits.
Who are we gonna visit?
You'll see. Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Wrong direction. Horson's headquartered on Temple Isle.
So I thought. But I think we should check something first. Zoltan claims the word in town is we're more likely to run into Horson around here.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
Stupid old goat! You stink!
Get out of here.
Little shit!
Not what I thought I'd find.
Horson Jr. wasn't a pious man, but there came a moment when he prayed to all the gods at once for his life. Since the gods disliked Jr., they granted his prayer. Years later, he had just one regret, that at the moment in question, he hadn't surrendered to death, for he had had the courage then to do so. Courage he would never have again. Wonder what happened to him.
We'll soon find out.
Who's there?
Remember me?
You cunt. You little ass-fucked whore. You pay for what you did to me.
I'd watch your words if I were you.
Witcher! It's all your fault. Happy? You cocksucker. I've naught left. Not a bloody scrap. Human dignity left. No! Little shit!
On the way here, I didn't know what I'd do. Killing him was definitely an option.
Still want to?
No. This is worse.
Let's go.
We've done the hardest part. Only the pleasant bits left now.
Where are we going?
The Golden Sturgeon. A girl who works there helped me.
This girl we're going to see. Who is she again?
Friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The temple guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I take after you.
Grey boy, calm down.
Awful pain. Gave you a chance. Should have taken it.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners. You're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
Sure it is.
You're a fucking freak too.
He is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
What'd he do there? Trim the trees? Eugen. He slew half the village. Dragged the bodies of the alderman and his wife behind his horse to Novigrad. Let's get out of here.
That's pretty good advice your friend's offering.
Sorry.
Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
And you, Ciri. Who's your charming companion?
Nobody important.
I'll gladly put you up for the night. Could use a nobody like you.
Bee, you strumpet. Control yourself. This is Geralt.
Why didn't you say so to start with? Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Ciri, of course. Other ladies, however...
Bee, I'm standing right here.
All right, all right. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh, my. It's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both. And do take care of her, Witcher.
I will. So long.
You're a quiver on your back, not swords. Amateur.
Have you heard?
So, your friend, B.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt. Terrible.
What'd I say? What's there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the temple guard showed up. I was a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valdo. He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to B. And through B, I found Dandelion. You know the rest.
Where's this friend of yours?
There!
Ciri, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello. What's this? Brought your granddad?
Hagar, you're incorrigible. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, greetings. We've heard heaps about you.
Likewise, and thanks for helping Ciri.
Oh, we had no choice. Found it hard to refuse a lass like her. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-humans shortly. We'd rather stay ahead of events.
I understand.
Problem is, we just lost 2 horses, and another 2 are too weak to haul anything.
Ah, we'll manage somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade our nags for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
Any way we can help?
Oh, don't fret about us. We always get by somehow. Right, Ciri? What brings you here?
I've come to apologize. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
Ah, pish-posh. What matters is you're back, and you're well.
This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium.
Ciri, you know I can't take this.
And you know I shan't let you refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
Gladly.
A man after my own spirit. Come.
Geralt, choose one of these.
Coming. Faster.
You were faster once!
Giving you a head start.
War.
Let's go.
faster! You're trailing!
Watch where you're going or you'll fall.
Oh, watch your step.
Seems you've slowed.
Just want to admire you.
Still swift as the wind, Valdo.
Haven't raced anyone that good in a while.
Ha ha! You're worthy opponents. You gave me wings. Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've several barrels of Kedwen's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This night shall be ours.
Worked out nicely, don't you think?
What are you talking about?
You and Triss. Never expected it, to be honest.
Life's full of surprises.
So, how did the two of you...
End up together? With Yen, it was fight after fight. Lots of arguments, drama. Not saying it was bad, but...
But what?
Got to be exhausting. With Triss, it's not. I finally feel harmony. Calm. Feel like things are the way they're supposed to be.
More wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too. They like you here.
I like them too. Oh, I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town. Not worry a whit about anything.
Something worrying you now?
What awaits us?
Defeating the Hunt won't be easy, but with the Lodge's support, Avalax, we can do this.
I fear fighting the Hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least.
Don't worry about that yet. One thing at a time. You do know you can always count on me, whatever happens.
I do. Thank you, Geralt.
You promised!
In jest? Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary.
Your life is yours, exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned elder blood. My gift. My curse. It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
Then it's time to end this. Once we defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Really? Eredin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avalach.
Avalach's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
If you say so.
You doubt it?
There'll come a day when Avalach will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now. And I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse.
Hope you're right.
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day.
Incredibly useful skill.
Finally found you two. Enjoying yourselves?
I'd rather know how you fared with the merchant. Managed to get some horses?
Lost cause. The man refused to trade. I said I'd buy. He asked 3 arms and a host of legs for 1 healthy animal. We need horses. But we'll have to find another way to get them.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
I knew you'd warm to the notion. We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life. Coming with?
Of course.
Gotta be another way to solve this. It just so happens I got some coin I could lend you.
We'd have no way to repay you.
Wouldn't have to.
A generous offer, but not one to resolve this situation. The merchant didn't object to our coin. He objected to us. I'll not trade with such scum. Believe those were his words. And if he'll not trade, we've no choice but to steal from him.
What can I do? Gotta help those in need.
Yes, yes, yes!
Must say, you didn't seem the type to me.
What type?
Steady. Time to go. We'll meet by the stables.
Keep a lookout. Ciri and I'll try to get inside.
All right.
Geralt?
Fat girl.
Locked. Gotta find another way in. Here's the key. Strange. Quick, get it out.
Finally.
Woohoo! We did it! Excellent work. Did you see the 2 fools who tried to chase us?
Almost tripped over their own boots.
Thanks, Geralt. That was splendid.
Yeah, a nice change from killing monsters.
Thanks for your help, and for visiting.
It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there, and take care of yourselves.
Don't forget us. So long.
I must bid Valzo farewell.
All right. See you at Dandelions, then. Got some things to take care of in town.
See you, Geralt.
That girl. Yolo was a magician, an illusion. His choice act